Hi folks, welcome to Federal Premium's Vital Zone. The hunt we're getting ready to look at is one of my favorite places, Alberta, Canada. The bucks are in rut, so let's go right to the hunt. This particular stand we're hunting at is called the high stand, and we've taken a lot of deer out of that stand over the years. And this particular buck right here, we had rattled him up earlier and he came right to us to the tree stand, but he was in a thicket and really couldn't get a good shot at him. He whirled back out of the thicket, went across and started paralleling the trees right there in front of us. He could have gone the other way. He got down here and, you know, he stopped, but really just too thick of a shot right there. I just didn't want to take that shot right there because it could deflect off the limb and, you know, I could miss the deer. But so I was just being patient. I was holding my gun up, hoping he would move to the open. He moved out to the opening right there. I grunted at him. He stopped right dead in his track and gave me the perfect shot. This is what I like. A perfectly broadside shot right there. I'm coming in from the left side right there, and if I can squeeze the trigger, this deer is mine. So let's go take a look at the shot. As you just saw, that deer went straight down. So let's do this. Let's put this slow motion and see exactly where that bullet hits the deer. Now you can tell where the red dot is right there. That's where the bullet hits the deer. And it's a little bit higher and to the right where I wanted. But I can honestly tell you, I would watch that deer for a long time, and I was shaking pretty good and didn't have the best rest in the world. But I'll have to say a little buck fever snuck in there on me. But hey, the deer goes straight down. But let's do this. Let's go to the Federal Premium Vital Zone and see exactly where that bullet goes through the vitals. As you'll notice, the bullet coming in right there, I got pretty lucky here. Went through the top of the left lung, through the spinal cord right there, breaking his back, and out the top of the right lung. And this deer went straight down, and that is definitely a fatal shot. All right, folks, here's a few tips for you on this particular buck. We got there in the middle of the afternoon, and right during the rut, it's always good to take a set of rattling horns with you and a grunt call. We started rattling right there. We're probably in our second sequence, and this buck comes barreling in the thicket, trying to get on the downwind side of us. He got in that thicket right there, didn't like something, kind of barrel back out, and we got lucky because he could have gone straight away from us. We'd never seen him. He went on the other side of the tree line right there and basically came back to the left and was paralleling us right there. Another thing is that deer stopped behind some tree limbs right there, and I've seen more deer, and I've had it happen to myself, is you can miss a deer by deflecting that bullet off that limb right there. So be patient. Don't try to shoot through those tree limbs if you don't have to. So I knew where the deer was going to be walking. He was walking to an opening. It was out in front of me. I just waited. I was patient. Once he got to that opening, I gave him a soft grunt. I didn't holler at him. I just gave him a soft grunt to make him stop, and then I put my crosshairs up. Now, I got pretty lucky right there because I kind of pushed the gun down because I was a little nervous, but I basically hit him right there in the top of the back, right there through top of both of the lungs. It was definitely a fatal shot. And there's another buck, part of the Federal Premium's Vital Zone.